Hey guys, this is JC here. Hope you guys are doing good today. First off, I want to thank my new subscribers this week and last week. You guys have been great, been giving me good feedback, good questions, and great comments. Thank you for that. I want to talk about tonight, and I think it's a very important topic that I want to get off of my chest right now and let you guys know. Today I was watching a video on The Biggest Loser and the winners of the show on how they are now, and most of them have gained some of the weight back, and some of them gained more weight back, and you know, it's just a terrible scenario to be in, I think. If you ever watch that show, those guys, they do like boot camp workouts, you know, for the whole time they're there, and they're on a real calorie restricted diet. And diet, by the way, is a 4-letter word, and I don't want to use it, but it does come up every now and then. But yeah, they're on a calorie restricted diet with vigorous exercise to, you know, burn that fat. And you know, that's one way to lose weight, but it's, to me, in my mind, you know, knowing what I know and the experience that I have, it's not the best way to burn fat, because you're not going to be able to sustain the exercise. You're not going to be able to sustain the calorie restriction. You're not going to be able to sustain both of those forever. And it's going to change. And when it changes, what happens? You gain weight back and you're caught up in that yo-yo. So it's very important that you guys understand this lesson and learn what I'm saying here. That's why I'm an advocate of, you know, keto. Eating the ketogenic way and doing intermittent fasting. I'm an advocate of that because you can do that and you can burn fat and lose weight without exercise. You've heard me say that before, losing weight without exercise. My first 2 months, I didn't exercise one bit, not even walking. I'm not totally against exercise, and I'm not going to knock exercise, because we do need cardiovascular exercise. You know, brisk walks, you know, 20 to 30 minutes, 3 to 5 days a week, you know, hiking, or, you know, something like that. It's going to bring your heart rate up and get you to breathing heavy for, you know, 20 to 30 minutes, at least 3 days, if not 5 a week. But I'm not saying you need to go to the gym or be a Spartan warrior type of workout and do CrossFit and all these marathons and crap like that. I mean, if you got to rely on that to lose weight, how are you going to keep it off? That's the question you got to ask yourself. If you do that to lose weight and to get to your goal weight, how are you going to keep doing that forever and ever and ever to keep that weight off? Because that's what you got to do when you lose weight in that fashion. So there's 2 types of ways to lose weight. The way we just discussed, by exercising a ton to burn calories and restricting your caloric intake, so that way when you burn the calories, you lose weight. Now, when you eat that way, your body uses glycogen for fuel. It needs carbs for fuel. You know, that's what it burns for fuel, and you got to get in that caloric deficit to lose weight. It's easy to do, but it's hard to sustain, you know. So once you get doing it, you can do it and you feel great and you are going and going and going and going, but you get an injury, you have something that keeps you away from the gym, you just have life happens that keeps you away from the gym, your lifestyles change, and there you have it. You know, you're caught in that yo-yo again, and you gain all your weight back that you lost from doing those things. I don't want anybody to have to go through that or to feel that way. I want you to get control of what is our addiction here, which is food. And, you know, we have the worst addiction. Some of us have the worst addiction there is, because our addiction is a necessity. It's something that we need to survive. It's not a drug. It's not alcohol. You know, it's not any of those bad things out there that people get addicted to that you need to survive. We need food to survive. And for some of us, it's a big addiction, so it's one of the hardest to control. But once you learn how to control it, It's like flipping a light switch. You can turn it on and turn it off whenever you want. If you can do that, you should have no problems with yo-yo dieting. If you come off of it and you see that your pounds start to creep back up, you can flip that switch and go right back to it and get right back there, and you don't have that where you gain a massive amount of weight. And it's easy to do if that's your lifestyle that you choose. So that's why I'm a big advocate of keto and intermittent fasting. It's how the bodybuilders did it back in the day. You know, whenever they had to gain a lot of weight for muscle, then they would have a lot of extra fat because they needed that fat to lift heavy weights to build bigger muscles. Then when it came time for competition, they'd have to burn all that fat off. Those guys don't want to sit there and do all kinds of cardio, because then cardio burns your muscle up. It starts tapping into your muscle for fuel. You don't want to do that because you just spent all those months building that muscle. You want to keep it. So what do? They train their bodies to burn fat for fuel. So it goes to their fat stores, burns it off. They don't have no more fat. They're just left with muscle. So they've been doing it for a lot of years. It just became mainstream as this ketogenic lifestyle you've been seeing over the past, 5 or 6 years, or however long it's been, past few years. So that's where you've been seeing that come from. But it's been around for a long time. You just haven't heard of it until then. So I knew about it. I've done it. And that's why I'm a big advocate of it. And that's why I want you guys to learn the difference between burning a lot of calories, doing a lot of exercise, and losing weight that way, or getting your eating under control where you burn the fat stores that you already have on your body for fuel. That's the best way. It's the most sustainable way. And you don't have to rely on exercise to burn calories to lose weight. So now let's talk about the keto meal plan. You guys out there that are following this channel, you probably have heard of keto. You might even be doing keto. Well, when you first learn about keto, a lot of people think it's a high-fat diet, which it is, because you're going to train your body to burn fat for fuel. But there's a real thin line there that you gotta walk when you go to keto, or you stay on it for a long period of time. Because if you stay eating the same kind of foods that got you into keto, more than likely you're going to hit a wall, and it's not going to be effective for you anymore. So I want to talk to you about that really quick. And how that happens is because when you first start a keto diet, you get to eat sausage, you get to eat bacon, you get to eat, what else is there? Chicken with the skin on it, let's say, a lot of eggs, cheese. You get to eat things like that, but that's not necessarily a good amount of fat anymore once you have been on keto for a while. So you'll hit a wall if you're still eating those type of foods. Just because you get to eat more fats and train your body to burn fats, if you're eating too much fat, then what's going to happen? Your body's going to stop burning the fat that you have stored because you're giving it too much fat for fuel. So you got to learn that little measurement there, and try to get your fat that you're bringing in, just low enough to where your body goes straight to your fat stores for energy whenever it needs it. So I hope I explained that right. So if you're giving your body too much fat when it needs energy, it's going to go to the fat that you're giving it instead of the fat that you already have stored in your body. I hope that makes sense. Okay. That's the best way I know how to explain it. And that's how it works. So, doing the keto meal plan, keto lifestyle, we're training our body to burn that fat, and that's what you want. Now, when you go intermittent fasting, you go a longer period of time. Like right now, I'm just eating 1 meal a day, and that's at 9 o'clock at night. So when I eat at 9 o'clock at night, I have that 1 full hour in there that I usually eat. Takes me to eat all my meal. I normally don't get my calories in. I need to be at 3,040 calories right now to burn, a pound and a half a week, I think is what I got those calories set at. So, and I normally don't get to that 3,040 calories or whatever it is. I normally don't get to that. I get to about 2,600. So then I'm way below that. But trying to sit down and eat 1 meal that's 2,500 calories and you have a big bowl of green spinach, broccoli, kale, or, salad, and then I have my protein to go along with it. That's a ton of food. I'm talking about, like, 3 good sized chicken breasts, a big bowl of broccoli, big bowl of spinach, something like that. And it's hard to eat all that food, in an hour. So that's what I do. And I struggle with every night, is trying to eat all that food and get it in. So I'm below the calories I need to lose weight. And therefore I'm burning more fat throughout the day because I'm going a longer period of time. So once I quit eating at 10 o'clock, I go from 10 o'clock all the way till 9 o'clock again the next night before I put anything of that has calories in my mouth or in my body. So all through the day, I drink water, I drink tea, I drink coffee with no sugar in it. I don't want to spike my insulin at any one point in time throughout the day. I want to keep that way down. I don't want to spike it, and I want my body to be burning this fat that I have. That's how in the first 2 months of me without any type of exercise, that's how I was able to lose 65 pounds without exercise, folks, because I was able to do that and do the intermittent fast. Now, every once in a while, when you're doing the intermittent fast along with keto, there comes a point in time where you got to have a cheat day. On my cheat days, if you watch my cheat meal video, I still don't get up too far above 50 grams of carbs. So I stay pretty close to keto even when I cheat nowadays. But you can, if you want to, have a little bit more than that. You can go out and eat more than that. What that does is that's going to restart your metabolism and kick it back into overdrive again, because, it comes a point where it gets used to everything that you're doing. It starts to slow down a bit because you're not having any carbs in your bite. You kick it back into carbs for one day, boom, your metabolism kicks right back up. That's part of the whole keto plan. So I hear a lot of stuff going on in the other room, so I'm trying to keep on the straight track here and give you guys the information that you need. So if I'm missing anything, please leave a comment down below and let me know if you have any questions. But anyway, it's kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight was, how to lose weight without exercise and not dependent on exercise, and not killing yourself with some high calorie restricted diet, to where you just can't sustain it and then, go back to the way you were. I don't want anybody to have to do that. So I hope this video has helped you learn a little bit about the ketogenic way, intermittent fasting, and how you can burn fat without exercise. Once you do that, and once you gain that control of that light switch, or that switch of going into keto and learning how to burn fat from your body, everything is going to make a lot of sense to you, and it's going to be so easy for you to lose that weight, get it off, get to your goal, and then maintain it. And that's what I want you guys to do. I don't want you guys to struggle with trying to keep that weight off forever. So if you're starting some type of 4-letter word program, diet program, or something like that, think about it really hard before you go head over heels into that without, trying a different way or a different meal plan. If you do something like that, like I said, you want to do it very slow, and not try to be too drastic, because nobody can keep up with the drastic side of things for too long without bouncing back, and it's very hard. So especially if you don't have a good support team at home, a partner that supports you, a husband, wife, or whoever that you need for your support. If you don't have that at home, that makes it even more difficult. So we'll talk about the support system next video or something like that. Leave me some feedback, guys. Tell me what you want to know. Tell me what you want to hear. Email me. Leave me messages in the comments. I'll try to read them all and see if I can get to them. But if you guys need any help with anything, that's what I want my channel to be all about. Feel free to reach out to me, and I'll see if I can help you as much as I can. If you need to be on a more personal level, email me, and we'll take it from there. So I just want to, I don't know, I just hate to see people struggle. And, you know, I was, I don't know, I guess I could say fortunate enough to get heavy and be way overweight and out of shape, so I could learn what people feel like when they get to that point, you know, because I never experienced that before, being that size and being that far, you know, out of shape. So once I did experience it, then I know what people are talking about when they say how hard it is to get started. But yeah, I think I'm going to do a series of videos, and, you know, let me know what you guys want to know on the next video, and I'll see if I can put something together for you guys, and we'll go from there. But I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for believing in me and watching me go through my journey. And I just want to be here and reciprocate the feelings back to you guys. So you guys have a good night, and we'll see you on the next video. Hey guys, before you leave, please hit that subscription button right there and mash that notification bell so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos on Big Boy JC. And please like this video and comment on this video to help us grow this channel. Please hit the button. It's right there. That one. Thank you. We'll see you later.